Welcome back, everybody. We've got our baby girl Onyx here. What are we gonna do today, baby? She said, I don't know. That's your job, right? Well, point to these books for me, girl. This book, this stack of books is gonna be what changes your life. Tell him, Onyx. This stack of books is gonna change your life. Stay tuned. All right, family, so as you see, I had to go grab my microphone really quick so that way the audio feed is wonderful for you and your family members, whoever you share this video with. So I have a stack of 7 different books right here. This is just a little dive into the types of things that I study and things that help me along my own path. So let's go through these really quickly. Number one on top, little guy, little tiny book, The Greatest Salesman in the World. It's beautiful. It's actually a beautifully written manuscript. What this dives into is a bit about this individual themselves and little stories that they're telling to share how they became the greatest salesman in the world. Let me see if I can read something out of here for you really quick. If I can't find anything quickly that will, kind of tap you, then I won't. This one is actually really good. This is just a quick sentence. Yet, within my allotted time, I must practice the art of patience, for nature acts never in haste. Within my allotted time, I must practice the art of patience, for nature never acts in haste. I love that. That's super important because if you practice the art of patience, I love how we put that, the art of patience. You'll see what that links to in just a second. Patience is an art. It is a skill. It is something that is practiced and can be rewritten, redone over and over in many different ways. How do you practice patience? That's one thing you can take out of this book. I suggest you grab it. It's got to be less than $2 now on Amazon. If it even costs $2, it might be 50 cents. I don't know. This is a used one. So, Greatest Salesman in the World. Number 2, How to Read People Like a Book. I've already read out of this book for you a couple of times. I'm not going to waste any of them because you're going to have to tune in to the video that I make next on this book. Number 3, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is by Stephen Covey. Fantastic book. And I'm in the second reading of it. I've already read it once. I'm in the middle of reading it for the second time. When people open this book, like I did, I expected it to be kind of a blueprint on what successful people do in terms of like their morning routine or whatever that may have been. But in reality, this gets down to the core values of the human being and the individual themselves, meaning you have the opportunity by just reading this book and seeing how highly effective people are habitually acting, you can inherit some of those activities, some of those thought processes, some of those values, and figure out your own. I really like this book because it doesn't tell you what to do. It tells you what other people have done who have wanted to go to where you want to go, which is a highly successful lifestyle or having anything, that you can basically fathom and want at your disposal. Well, you have the option in this book. It's not saying just do it. It's saying here are some ideas that might help you. I love this book. Now, I'm going to do these two in order. So this one is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Sorry, it's upside down. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. This will be my 3rd time reading this book because if you know me at all, Makaiza gives way too many fucks about way too many things. So the basis of this video, I was actually going to read to you a little bit of this, but I'm going to save that for a separate video because I just want to get you guys these books to have in your hand and in your arsenal. So this book is exactly the way it sounds. It's an art. Again, an art form of not giving a fuck. Just like patience is an art form and a skill. So is not giving a fuck and not caring what other people think, not caring what you think about yourself because thoughts are constantly fleeing. They're constantly coming in, constantly going. It's what you attach to, right? That creates and cultivates a type of reality that you end up living in, right? Connect all those dots together. This book is fantastic for that. It's helped me a lot, and I'm literally in the middle of reading it for the 3rd time, and I've only had it for less than 2 years. So it's a quick read, it's an easy read, and it's actually really fun. This guy is hilarious. And then he came out with a second book called Everything is Fucked. Okay? A book about hope. Isn't that awesome? So if you can only imagine after reading this motherfucker, when you go into Everything is Fucked, I've read halfway through this book. Like I said, this has been my main MO, the subtle art of not giving a fuck. This has been my main one because I have to really master this piece before moving on to this in its full effect. However, I have started reading it and I love it, love it, love it. It is, it's a book about hope, but everything is fucked at the same time, man. It just speaks for itself. You got to read it. Now, Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Many of you have heard of this book and some may have not. Anyone who is enticed by history, fighting, martial arts, the art of patience, meditation, sales, has heard of this book and has read it. The subtle art, the art of war. But if you notice, there's a common theme in every one of these books that I'm sharing with you, right? Art of war, a book about hope, everything is fucked, right? But it comes from the subtle art of not giving a fuck. 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. This is an art form as well. To be habitual is an art form. We are creatures of habit by nature, okay? We are just naturally creatures of habit. We like to do the same thing over and over and over. But the power comes with them being able to change that habit, create a new one that serves you much better than your old habits did. So that's an art form as well. How to read people like a book. Reading is an art in itself. Reading information, you have to practice how to intake information that is being given to you. So reading people is the same type of art. Greatest salesman in the world, right in here, he said patience is an art. What is the common theme here? I'll let you answer it. What is the common theme here? Exactly. Now the final book, and I did these in no particular order. I just did them from small to big. If you didn't notice, tiny book all the way to the biggest. The Egyptian Book of the Dead, okay? This is one of the revised transliterations. However, it's coming from the original transliteration. They even go in this book 4 different transliterations that have come from reading the ancient pyramid texts, as well as the tombs and all the carvings on the walls. And these people decided to go with the one that made the most sense, which was an almost identical translation from the hieroglyphics themselves into written English word. Now, check this out. I want you to see this because this is legitimately the Book of the Dead. This is teaching you how to read hieroglyphics, right? If that's something you're into, it's something I'm into. How to read hieroglyphics, what they translate into, the differences between them. So it's almost like learning an entirely new language. So I suggest that you have one of each of these books in your arsenal. I know for a fact you can grab all of these for less than $50. Okay? Like I said, less than $2. This was literally $1.50. This book cost me $5. This one, Rebecca bought, and it was only 20 bucks maybe. So 25, 6, 7, we're already at 30. This one may have been a little more expensive. This book I got for very cheap. It was only 10 bucks. And this one was a gift, okay? But you might be able to find this for like maybe $25. So let me bump that 50 up to 75. But either way, what's $75 with a wealth of knowledge and things that cannot be taken from you, okay? Your knowledge and your education, your wisdom, your discernment are the only things that cannot be taken from you and you have full control over. If you enjoyed this video, leave a comment at the bottom. Let me know which book is your favorite. Have you read any of these books? Have you read any of them before? If you did you like it? Did you not like it? You tell me. I liked them all. Now, once you leave the comment letting me know if you've read any of these books or not, you can leave in the same comment which one you're going to pick up. Which book are you going to pick up? Which one? Keep going. Which book are you going to pick up? I don't know. You want to get the smallest ones because you don't read too much? Fine by me. You want to get the ancient Egyptian one because you know that this is where one of the sources of all life has come from? Be my guest. If you give too much of a shit, grab the subtle art of not giving a fuck. Everything is fucked follows. If you want to be more effective in your lifestyle, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. This book is literally about the art of war, how to be patient, how to be kind, as well as when to attack, when not to attack, how to read attacks if someone is truly your enemy or you're not, if someone is really on your side or not, all that good stuff. So this is a fantastic book as well. I love you so much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.